Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Well, what do we have here? We have FOMC minutes later today. We have no news this morning. Looks like Papa ICT's in the house. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Wendy, to the Bagel Club. So yeah, what happened yesterday? We did come up into this daily volume imbalance. We rejected for the time being. I honestly don't really have high expectations today because, from the rejection, we didn't really have a strong displacement to the downside. This could have been something. I was hoping this to be something, but there was an SMT with ES. I was hoping for this to be more like overnight downside, rejecting from like a change in state and delivery, but not really nothing to write home about there for the time being. So, I'm not going to rush into anything today. So, we'll see how it stands. Do I trade previous day's volume profile? No. I don't trade volume. Ooh, what happened? So are people saying get well soon? Buenos dias, yes. How old are you, Tanya? Old enough to be offended that you're asking my age. Just joking. People know my age if you're a regular here. What coffee do I drink? Stupid questions. I can't be reading stupid questions right now. Okay. Lavazza, but the other day I tried Bostello. Cafe Bostello, it's like a Colombian one. That one was really good. So, I don't know, people. I don't have any high expectations. What's nice is that we kind of consolidated overnight, though, so. Yes, kind of similar, except right yesterday. Little SMT there on the hourly. I wanted to see, this get rejected, but, or not, so. In the 15, yeah, we're in that 15-minute fair value gap. I feel like I should mark that out for some reason. Because first we did wicket, and then we rejected, and then we're coming back into it. Yeah, it's like one of the only fair value gaps from yesterday that seem decent. Otherwise, there's nothing on the hourly or anything, so no thanks. Not even like, what do? We bounce on a bullish 4-hour one, probably. We still have daily Bissy behind us. Thank you, Bilal, for the donation. Thank you. They didn't ask anything, though? Okay. So, what do we got here, people? Let's think about this. The daily, we left these FEGs. This is also ES. Okay, interesting. I think it's useful to mark out yesterday's low. Today's Wednesday. We hadn't made Tuesday so far the high of the week, but I wouldn't be surprised if we take it out again. In that regard. So we have open just happened, and I don't really think that much happened so far, right? I don't really trade the open anyway, but so far nothing really. I did want to mark that out in NQ though. Let's focus on NQ for a little bit here. Yesterday's low, we have even a volume imbalance here. I mean, what to do? NQ. By the way, FOMC minutes is not the same as FOMC rate announcement, okay? So I think I will be anyway, streaming the afternoon. Like, it does give a little volatility, but it's not going to be as much as FOMC rate announcement. It's the low here. Yeah, I don't know why it's not magnetic. The magnet's not magneting. Okay, here we go. Okay, large body candle, small body. Today could be another small body candle day. I mean, I don't see a reason for it to be a large body today, really, so. Could be seek and destroy, or I don't know. Let's see, 4 hour. From this week, this is the weekly range. So far, let me find my fib. Okay. There is a fair value gap on the 4 hour in a discount of the weekly range. We could dip back into that. Right, people like the question is really right. We still have such a strong close last week. This was really the clue when closed above this that we were going to go up higher. Said this was buy side. We hit that buy side. You know, we did close pretty strongly above that buy side. So my thought process is probably we retreat into this daily fair value gap and go for more upside in the coming days. Yeah. But again, we'll have to assess when it retreats what it looks like. I'm not really interested in playing the open here. Literally in this range. It is nice that at least London was consolidating. Welcome, people. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button. Wow, so many people here so early. Probably from the, podcasts and ICT shoutouts and everything else. Kind of wild. So direction for me, I'm still bullish mostly, but narrative, I don't think it's going to be clean delivery, so I'm being cautious. Okay. Let me just check something. Hit that like button. We're almost at 70K subs. Kind of wild. That's pretty cool. That's very wild. Oh my gosh. Right. Where's the daily fair value gap is yesterday's low. So for me, really, even if we hit London low and we start reversing, I'm not going to really like to look for longs because of these equal lows here into that daily fair value gap. And, on the 4 hour, we have a low into an imbalance. This could be potential more liquidity. Along with this high being like, is this a mitigation block or a breaker? Ooh, well, it's so far away. It's a mitigation. But essentially, we broke this high with this fair value gap, right? So, yeah, chilling. Jackson Hole's this Friday. Oof. Flashbacks from the one 2 years ago was insane. And then the one last year was also very volatile, and it was good action, and I was ready for it. But it was not as volatile as the one 2022. I do believe that was when Powell announced when he was going to start raising interest rates more. Something like that. After we had so much time of zero interest rates. 0%. Okay, so let me think for a moment again. What was I doing? Tanya, drop some sauce. I drop sauce on the daily if you guys listen. And don't ask me questions that are like, how old are you? How tall are you? How much have you lost weight, etc. Guys, later today I will be on Ninja Trader's live stream. We'll be having a good discussion. At 11:30 today, so after this stream. Okay. Well, this is the 5-minute, really nothing to write home about from my humble opinion. Is this a straight line? I know sometimes you guys get annoyed. Okay. Really, if you stay on the 15-minute, you are going to remain way more relaxed at the open. No highs or lows were even taken, so. Even this tiny buy side area, so. Perhaps now. Yeah, ES is above it. It's about to close above that little 15-minute FEG we marked out. We'll mark out yesterday's high as well. Oh, congrats on the winners from Friday. The accounts should be in your My Funded Futures account. Good for you doing quite the tour lately. I'll enjoy the pods you're on. Thank you. But I've been on Ninja Trader. I've been a guest on Ninja Trader for a few months now. I like them. We have a good chat. We're going to be talking about how to best transition from paper trading to real life trading. I think that's a good topic. The Dow is going towards new lows of day, so that's not really great to see. Yeah, the Dow broke London lows here. I'm not really happy to see that. I don't know. Right? This is the Dow, and you see, so the indices are out of sync this morning. The Dow's super weak. Not super weak, but relatively weak. We're just flat on the day. And then what's the opening range gap look like? I don't even think it's there, right? Barely there. Okay. So since Monday, we've been pretty much ranging, let's mark out this range, 183 points, which is a small range for NQ. Relatively. That is actually a pretty small range. Monday was a pretty big one from here. Okay, 408 points. Tuesday's range was 180 points. Today's range is not really much so far, right? We're like 70 points, 80 points on NQ. We have to be patient here today. Look, the buy side wasn't even taken. ES, so as I was saying earlier, ES is making new highs in the day, right? Or was, because it took out at least pre-market high there. NQ didn't yet, so it's still in the range, and then YM's going for a new low day. It's not really what you want to be seeing. In that regard, it's going to make it more difficult to trade the indices because one of them is going to be lagging more than the other. One of them is going to be leading more than the other, so we'll see how it goes. Be back in a minute. I'm going to grab a water. All right, we're back. Buy side, their little pre-market buy side taken, NQ. I don't know, still. Wonder what the bias is from the chat today. You see, let me ask the chat. Wow, 3,200 people are, and it's only 9:47. Hit that like button, and we'll do a little poll here. Okay, I added seek and destroy. That means choppy. That is no Apple keyboard. No, it's a mechanical keyboard. I don't trade on my Mac. I trade on a desktop. Will says it's National Blow Your Accounts Day. That's amazing. That's more like, that's going to be probably Friday. Jackson Hole Friday. Depending. Pretty ugly there. I mean, it took that high. It's now coming back down into no displacements to a downside, really. We'll tape read 950 macro. There are too many fake accounts of you on Instagram. Please do something about it. I do things about it, and then they just make more of them. So there's unfortunately nothing I can do. Someone wanted to help me get rid of them, and then they were like, yeah, I can get rid of them for $400 per account. I'm not paying, like, you know how many there are? Yeah, I'm not going to pay that. Well, best thing you guys can do is like block and report them. And obviously don't fall for their scams. I don't do any account management. I don't have any telegrams, by the way. There's also fake telegrams. I don't have any Discord courses, whatever, mentorships, signals, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So obviously I'm not going to ask you for crypto or something. So don't get scammed. I trade here live for free on YouTube. That's it. That's all I have one Instagram, it's Tanya Trades, and one Twitter, Tanya Trades. And it's just straight my first name and trades. That's it. Yeah, you see, we took that 50-minute buy side. I mean, not much of a reaction from there either, so I'm not really impressed by this action. Chop shop here. Let's see what the poll says so far. There you go. I love how, if I put bullish and bearish, a lot of times it is 50-50. This time I put 3 different responses and it's still pretty much down the middle. Bullish, 35%. Bearish, 30%. 35% seek and destroy. Amazing. Fantastic. It's FOMC minutes day, though, you guys. It's different from the FOMC. Look how ES is just in this ugly range. You had YM take out London low, so it did take out some liquidity there. It just feels like such high resistance conditions where, yeah, I don't want to put on a trade. The other day on Instagram, I asked people, what's your favorite charity and why? Right, because I'm interested to hear what other people are saying, but I did already have an idea of like what charity. Because I do have YouTube memberships, right? And I think I'm gonna change it so that there's only one, like the $5 one. So if you're on the $10 like Bagel Bestie, I'm just gonna change. You know, you have time to, in like a week, I'm gonna change it so that there's only the $5 thing. Because recently I just could not keep up with putting extra videos. I'll put on some more videos today, but for I was pretty sick for a little bit / moving and everything, but where I'm just gonna donate anyway. I don't really need the YouTube membership. Really does not help my bottom line, trust me. So I'm gonna donate. I'm donating that money. I think I'm gonna do it to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I like that one because I was Googling. They do give like 94% of the money to their cause. Some of the responses I get on Instagram, it's like, why are you, like, I asked what's your favorite charity. Why are you asking me how tall are you or something? So weird. Some people said, like, I don't know. So weird. But the Bagel Club is mostly just support, like the bagel. The one that I'm going to leave up is just a $5 one, and that's just like people that like to support the channel, like a Netflix subscription type thing / like sometimes we'll put members only stream or members only chat when the chat gets awful. Vulgar and whatnot. Some people, there's a live streamer there that charges $25 a month for their membership, and they private all their live streams. So after they're done, so you can't even like watch it, any live stream after it's already aired. I'm not going to do that. I leave it all out on the floor for the most part, unless Siri leaks my address. If someone was here a few months ago, I had to like, that was funny. Trader Mike called out No, that's not who I'm talking about. I mean, it's not even a call out. It's literally saying what they do. I don't think it's calling out. It's literally just saying what they literally do, bro. But Trader Mike, I think we're mutuals on Twitter. He's cool. I don't even know that he live streams. Yeah, we're not taking any sell side, even though I'm bullish, which is annoying. Welcome, Brandon Hess. You know, I should probably, like, since I made that announcement, maybe I'll, like, take the sound off for that for today. Just the sound. So that might be distracting. Yeah, so like I said, there was lack of we took out, even though we took out some pre-market highs, we have liquidity below. There's lack of displacement to the downside, so you don't want to just short anything for no reason, which is why I didn't. You know, we're staircasing up essentially. It doesn't really make me inclined to want to take anything, even during the 950 macro. You know, like what really was there? Nothing really. I don't even want to look to the 30-second today. Sometimes I do look at the 30-second. Today's not really one of those days. You want to... The 30-second is really when it's a highly volatile day and you feel like you're probably not going to get the entry on the 1 minute or so. Or, yeah. If it's a less volatile day, you kind of want to actually go up in the time frames. Like a 5 minute at least for seek and destroy days. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Alert blocks. Alert box. Okay, let's take that off. How do I do that? I forgot. Members. I'm going to no sound. Perfect. Okay. So that's gonna scare me, honestly. Okay, see. Welcome. So yeah, in like a week, there's only gonna be like one YouTube subscription, just $5. And it's not necessary. I just live stream for free anyway. But you know, perks include if you put a message in the chat, I'll pretty much see it most of the time. Or my assistant sends me relevant questions, because a lot of times, you know, as we've already seen today, we get some distracting questions. As well as like, yeah, members only chat. But yeah, I'm donating the proceeds to St. Jude's because it doesn't really affect my bottom line at all. 10 a.m., did we have news? No. That's weird that it's just surging like this. I know we had crude oil, that's at 10:30, and that's not supposed to affect us. So that's quite the surge there here at 10 a.m. Okay. Guys, we're still in yesterday's range. I just want to be reminding. Like, I'm not FOMOing here by any means. The only thing that might have, like, is the Dow. The Dow actually took out London low. But I don't really trade the Dow, so that's cool to see. Pretty sloppy anyway. I'm gonna put an alert if Dow reaches new high of day. Which is YM, okay? I do want to see is Tesla. What's up with Tesla? Okay, Nvidia inside day. Tesla's flat on the day. Also inside day here. Okay. Apple plus 0.3% up. What's this one? Amazon's up 1.6% and Google's down 0.5. Microsoft down 0.3. So flat pretty much. Okay. Yeah. See how this goes. I mean, I actually do. We're coming back into this volume imbalance, into the midpoint of this yesterday's wick. Wicks are gaps, but there's not really much of a gap except for that 15-minute. We already exceeded. So this is just what I'm watching, is how we're reacting to this area. And I think it's still best to probably stay on the 5, honestly. Mark out that 5-minute fair value gap. Maybe we'll end up inverting it. I don't know. There's only one of them, though, right? Yeah. Look at that wick on ES. Did ES take out yesterday's high? No, right? No. So yeah, welcome if you're a new subscriber. We're almost at 70K, I think. Kind of wild, really wild, actually. Because I don't really consider myself so much as a YouTuber, because I'm a live streamer for sure, but creating content and trading, I realized why, if someone's making content, a lot of times they're not trading. Maybe they're doing paper trading, because it's trading is a lot of energy, right? And there's nothing wrong with that in any regard, because then it's just a matter of like, where are you going to have the most impact, right? So if someone is, I don't know, barely trading but putting out content, a lot of people do say things like they're a fraud or something, but it's not true. It's just like, how much energy and time can you actually allocate towards those things, you know? Meaning, like, I've been live streaming but barely putting out any like long form content, and people are asking for it. And yeah, I'm about to really start putting that out more, because I did get a new camera and everything. The new battery is coming today. So we're back in that 5-minute fair value gap for ES. NQ's not, it's just very strong. See if ES is gonna really bounce here or not. Looks like it is, but it's only been 1 minute in the first 5 minutes. You can hear the seaplane. Sometimes seaplanes come by. Okay. Yeah, so really there's no reason to be shorting or anything. There's no displacements to the low. I mean, I was looking for longs, but I wanted at least us to come back into the daily fair value gap, have a Judas to the downside. Really, we didn't really do much there. We came into a 15-minute FEG inside a range. I mean, I don't really care too much. Like, I don't really want to get involved for just a small PD array like that, because of the day, right? I'm kind of like assuming it's going to be harder action, so I want it to be a larger time frame, more for a liquidity pool, right? So yeah, I'm chill. If we hit yesterday's high and, you know, without me, that's fine. ES still in this little 5-minute FEG. We were talking about it. I mean, it's pretty ugly on the 1 minute. You can see this ugly range, and then now it just started surging. You have this 10 a.m., which is weird. 10 a.m. is oftentimes like a reversal, which is why Silver Bullet is a nice strategy. But don't see anything yet, so no point. Okay, what's really interesting here is that the Dow is at the new lows of the day right now. That's quite interesting for me. Right here. Right? Took out the London low, and I said I'll put an alert if it takes out the high, and it did not. We're making new lows in the day here. Hourly looks ugly. Yeah, it's low probability conditions for sure this morning, according to my own protocol. So this is yesterday's low on Dow. So Dow's making new lows on the day as NQ and ES are, NQ's making new highs, ES also near its highs. But yeah, not easy. Pretty boring, right? Like, how much did we move in the first? Okay, 90 points in the first 40 minutes of the day here. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty interested in this here. If it even retraces. Let me just see. I kind of want to write out my plan now to remember, so I don't do anything dumb this morning, right? Okay, so I do think it's low probability conditions. Welcome, past OG. Okay. How's your head? I know, bro. I'm so dumb. Like, I hit my head again. I'm really being careful now where I do things slowly. I think it's good now. I had a mark on Friday, though. Enter only after liquidity sweep, meaning I'm not going to enter any second stage, like, accumulations here. I'm not going to enter, like, if it just comes down into here, I'm not just blindly entering that, because it could definitely use this as a potential reversal. So enter only after liquidity sweep. Okay, that's my note to self there. So what's the final verdict from chat on the bullish? Okay, this is the funniest part actually. This is the funniest part is that literally 10 minutes ago when we were in the range, it's 35% bullish, but then people switch and they add more votes to bullet wherever we are at the day. So that's always funny. So now we had like NQ make a little 1 minute SMT where NQ made a new high in day. ES still in this area, right? I mean, it could definitely go high of day. Look at how it's like wicking this. Pretty good. Let's see if it follows through there. But like I said, I'm not entering that. We're still in the middle of the range. We didn't even tap one side of the range. It's still extreme. I'll put it on the 1 minute for you guys, but I'm gonna go be back in a minute. 1 second. Leave it on the 30-second for some people who like to see it while I'm gone. I'll be back in literally 2 minutes. Okay, well, that's amazing. Missed that reversal so far. I mean, I don't think I missed it really. So, let's see here. That drop down. SMT at the high. Yep. Did this close below? Did this close below that or no? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Let's make sure everything's connected in case I do take a trade. Yeah, YM's going lower. Honestly, it's like retracing a lot already. Just took this sell side already, which is why I'm not really entering in here yet right away, because like I said, I'm not doing the second distribution. I'm not doing the second entries. If it had like not hit this yet, maybe I would, but yeah, you see here, it's not getting here in a clean manner. It's high resistance. Really wouldn't be surprised now we just surged up to high day, and after we invert this, because it's not gonna get here cleanly. So, and that SMT with ES now, that's also why I filtered it out too. I don't know, brother. Yeah. So I'm not looking for the short right now. Also, I'm like bullish on the day, so. I will tell you guys, in the past, on stream, I have definitely just entered straight up in here, even knowing narrative is likely to be high resistance. And I have paid for that many times on this. Paid for that with a stop loss many times, okay? And many people have reversed me in that regard. That's when it works, right? That's when it does work. In terms of taking some kind of inversion to the upside, I just don't want to, because also it's just such a huge area. I don't know if the risk reward is going to be worth it for me. So I'll tape read it, but other than that, not really. Yeah, and we're still in this daily volume imbalance. I do have set on, I know people, that's always a point of contention. Use settlement as on close as daily interval. I do use it. I don't think ICT uses it. I think he leaves it off. I do use it. Okay, so what happened here? We did close above that, created inversion. Now it's dipping back into a BPR, right? It's dipping back into this fair value gap. Really, like, what's the RR on that? It probably is likely going to take out that new high right? But, you know, where's your stop on this? It's not worth it for me to do it. This kind of risk reward, you know, personally, like, yeah, that's not what I'm doing. So I'm happy to just continue watching. You have to know when, you know, according to yourself, what days do you want to keep the gunpowder dry? You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. So I'm demanding way more from price action today. I don't really like this. I mean, ES probably is a better one. Isn't it funny always how you have this? I wonder how many people this trapped to go short. Even like, you know, trend line traders break up a trend line. Isn't it funny how that works where it has this one drop really fast and then people are very eager to get involved and it ends up retracing so deeply and very quickly, right? 3 minutes we moved down 70 points. We've retraced already 62 of those points. It's funny how that 1 minute fair value gap is bigger than this 5 minute. Okay. Got my Milano cookie. Oh, that's my mental game reminder. Yeah, mental game reminder just being like, if you're in if you took a couple of trades and you took some paper cuts today, really like chill out. It's not the end of the world, and also you don't need to take another trade today. It's not easy environment. You don't need to force yourself onto this market right now. And for my personal mental game reminder, it's just, yeah, I don't really, just stay patient today. Let me reread what I said. Yeah. This is ugly. The past hour is pretty ugly. Look at the tiny candle body, huge wicks. Very indicative of difficult action, lack of follow through. It's been 30 minutes since 10 a.m. though, but yeah. Yeah, I don't really see anything yet. Kind of interesting here how ES is on the 1 minute now stronger. I mean, ES took out that low. It is holding up in this BPR, right? Inverted this, holding up for now, at least, in the upper end of it. Let me see this. But I don't know, it's very slow. Very slow. But you can see it's pretty good. See how many times it dipped here. 1, 2. It's your little VPR here. As you can destroy environment, it should go for a new high of day next. Let's see if that happens. Sorry. Yeah. And I was just saying it's very interesting here how you see NQ weaker now. But yes, did start off the day stronger. But it's kind of weird still to me. Because NQ made that higher high. Yes, took out that low. I mean, whatever. Anyway, let's tape read this. It did get bottom. Yeah, that was pretty good. Now let's see expand towards here. No, I'm not in this, but I'm happy to tape read it. I just don't want to put down the risk today. It's not worth the risk for me. It's low probability conditions, it's not worth the risk. Okay, so it can take this high out. Sorry. Put that on the floor. I could take this high out. And then also reverse. I don't know, because it's seek and destroy. We'll see how it reacts to this little high. Honestly, ES seems a little cleaner today, so I'm kind of looking at ES here. NQ, I don't know what you want to do. It'd be kind of funny if NQ takes out this low and ES doesn't. I mean, I could see that happening because we're having SMTs all over the place. When you have these indices completely out of sync like that, that's when SMTs aren't really going to work well. In the regard where, you know, the Dow is making new lows in the day and Q is making new highs of the day. When you're using that as an SMT, it's like you're kind of just using it as confirmation bias, right? Because of course there's going to be a divergence every time, pretty much. So according to whatever your bias is, you can easily conform that then, right? So let's see here. ES. It didn't tap this high yet. Simply tape reading this because I can't frame the trade really where I can have a stop that would feel safe to me with a good RR. So don't have to enter everything. It's like what would you do here? You know, same thing as kind of earlier. Because it could have a nasty wick. It has a little fair value gap here as well. So on the 32nd, there's an order block. Yeah, so this is not worth it. If you take it to the new high day, it could be worth it. But, you know, the first partial, it's not even 1 hour. So just personally, that's why I'm not taking this. I'm sure there are some people that are long since here. It's good, I'm happy to tape read this. With NQ though, yeah, it's ugly. It's pretty ugly. It did not respect this higher fair value gap. It's really staying in the range for too long here. I'm very happy to stay safe today, honestly, this morning. I will be streaming again the afternoon session during FOMC. But all in all, right, I think See NQ what it does here. It's just such a huge inversion. Very ugly. It didn't really negate the bull thesis yet, but it's very ugly. Oh, see now? It's crazy. Gotta know when to keep that gunpowder dry for sure. So you'll just have you'll have this, wow. Random drops like that. See this? Random drops and like no displacements below lows, you know? Look, what's this low here? 40.75. Didn't take this low yet. See if it forms that another SMT there with ES. I mean, it's really not. We've been talking about this since the open, where high resistance conditions. Very wacky. I don't like it. ES. Let's see what happens here. Had I been in that trade, I probably would have gotten stopped out here. Yep. So you can know the direction. Maybe it does pop back up, but it could still not be suitable for your trading conditions. We'll see. This is so ugly, bro. It's kind of why I skipped the yesterday too, because I was like, Well, first off, I didn't really get good sleep, and if honestly, it's not worth it. I'm not going to trade well if I don't get good sleep anyway. And second of all, is I kind of looked at the charts. I was like, it's probably going to be seek and destroy, and the day was pretty much ranging. There are a couple of opportunities with that inversion at the extreme of that range. I do think better than today with yesterday, but I did not participate yesterday. I'm here today though. Let's see this. ES here, definitely stronger / cleaner. Kind of interesting here. It did hold up pretty well. But like I said, it's such a huge drop there. Kind of wild. Still holding on. I'm entering only after liquidity sweep. Okay. NQ. Yeah, this kind of shows the best trades will be at the extremes of the range, right? So here in the middle of the range, not an easy trade to be part of. Now we do have a range at least on ES and NQ, right? This is the range of the day in the morning. Kind of good to have. I'll have like the 50% marked out and just put on the side. Okay, put it here. Right here. Yeah, this is just so wild. You can see here, I did call out the draw correctly, but still it doesn't mean that the environment provided an easy trade. Look how they really stop people out here. What was funny is I was watching this to see if it was going to turn into a good inversion and perhaps a market structure shift, right? And, it doesn't even give you the entry. It just went straight up here. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes moves happen and you don't find the trade. It doesn't mean you missed the trade. Yeah, we just tapped yesterday's high and just one straight up move, one straight up candle there. Yucky. 170.1 minute candle, people. This is a dangerous market. So the real it is a seek and destroy day. So if you did answer that, you're correct. Which was a minority of the chat because people switched over to bullish when we were up here. Okay. I don't know, bro. Now we just surged 70 points to the upside. Tapped yesterday's high. The issue is, like, if it even reverses, it's like that huge 70-point candle, it's not even gonna provide a good trade for that either in that regard, just like here, right? Yeah, I don't even see anything for me to have been involved in this, so I'm totally fine. Totally fine here. Masterclass in high resistance liquidity runs for sure. This is whack. And I've stayed safe today. I've learned my lesson. Maybe. For now, at least. Today I did. Okay, extremes of the range. It's where you want to get involved in a trade. I mean, is it even showing something to have a great reversal here? I don't know. I don't really want to go, like I said, I don't want to go to the 15 or the 30 second today. I'm going to stay on the one. It's just not going to be worth it, really. Now you have this huge fair value gap. It's probably like 50 points. 42 point wide. Yeah, that's a no for me, dog. Definitely. And I'm not worried at all. I'm not like phased at all. Just look at this action. Not what I would call clean action. So, what do we do now for the rest of the session is the question. Are we going to continue to seek and destroy, have a reversal to the downside, or are we going to have some follow through to the upside? You should probably, I feel like I want to pull the chat that. Because honestly, right now, I don't see anything for me to get involved with. Maybe it pulls back into this and forms some sort of divergence with ES for more upside, or maybe a reversal. We'll see. Well, like we talked about, these small little, it's hard. I want to be part of a day that's easy, that I size up, not these days. Let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? Are we going to have a reversal back to the downside or continue on the upside? I'm kind of happy because I literally feel like if I was part of this trade, I literally this has happened to me on stream a few times. I could have been stopped out and then surged up, and I probably would have been FOMO. I mean, I probably would have been like raging. Bias for rest of session. Continuation. All right, the pull is active. Well, right now it really is surging. Someone put caps lock. Bulls are crazy. I know. This is one of the days where it's particularly tough because I came in with a bullish bias. I still didn't find a trade that was like good. I still didn't find a trade. And I have to be okay with that. I'm happy. If I had entered here, I probably would have gotten stopped out on NQ. On this huge retracement back down. Definitely faked people out a second time. And then surged 70 points to the upside here in 1 minute. We're continuing up. So the poll is probably going to say continuation. It's whatever the last 1 minute bar does is what the chat sentiment is, people. Some people do like to fade the chat, which is fun. I think ICT said it. And I've seen in other discords. But yeah, today is not an easy day by any means. Could not find an entry. The idea I had started forming was an inversion of this with a break of that, but look, it just went straight up to the buy side. I can't do anything about that. Sometimes I'll do that. Was there any kind of news? I don't know, at 10:36, anything random? It's so weird. Fernando, let me know if someone in the chat knows of any kind of like random news that happened. I'll search Walter. I'll search on Twitter. Fast stock market news is typically. Fast stock news is what I look at. So that was how many minutes ago? That was 8 minutes ago, right? 10:36. Yeah. Okay, here we are. The Bureau of Labor Statistics has released its preliminary estimate for the annual benchmark revision to the Establishment Survey Employment Series. This revision, based on March 2024 employment data, suggests a downward adjustment of 800,000 jobs, negative 0.5, to the total non-farm farm employment figures. Now, this came out at 10:35. So this is preliminary estimate for NFP. So they're estimating less jobs being added in most of the sectors, more in this one, but this is only 50K. This is, okay, so they're estimating less jobs. Interesting. I don't think this was 1034, USA payrolls benchmark. Yeah, that's exactly the same thing. Okay, so here we go. That's what the news was. Bro, what the heck? Did anyone see that? Grok just started popping up, telling me stuff. Okay. So USA payrolls benchmark. So they're estimating, whatever that is, for 818,000 less versus 187,000 less prior. So that's going to cause volatility. But that wasn't even in Forex Factory, right? Yeah. So honestly, let me take a second to even understand what this is. It doesn't even matter to understand it, but essentially what we've had here is something that was not priced in. It was definitely something that is unexpected, right? Sometimes they'll have because that's such a huge drop, right? Yeah, that's a huge drop. So I guess the market is trying to price in that less jobs, weaker economy, maybe we're going to cut rates, which causes stocks to go up. But Essentially, though, we did break up higher. Have this huge 15-minute now. Let's see what the chat's saying here with the But that's my little this is the use. I think this is pretty good because Walter Bloomberg, I think, sometimes takes a break. Fast stock market news with two S's. I'll look at that. If I see something, just now, right? If I want to find out, like, oh, why is Tesla up, 15% today, for example, right? I want to know why. Because if it's such a huge thing, it's going to change perhaps sentiment, which will change narrative. Okay, so what's the chat saying for continuation to the upside? 62% says. Okay. Good luck, chat. Good luck. So if we return here, pretty much chat's going to be wrong. Because now this is 50% of the range just in here. This is a scary market, for sure. Very deep retracements and fast surges to liquidity, right? Where you don't even get an entry and it's fine. That's fine. So let's see. I want to mark out for sure the fair value gap from that news. Okay, we'll do that. We should stay in the upper half of it, really, if we're going to be any more upside for today, but we'll see. It's a 1050 yet? 1050 macro about to start. It's going to be interesting. Oh, we're already back pretty much at the midpoint of the range, chat. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt by putting, if we get below this, then chat will be wrong. Let's see here. We're going to hold the upper half of this FEG from the news. This is also the, if this gets inverted, this is a pretty decent inversion to think about as a potential BPR, because this is the one before more upside was taken. But like I said, that will be in the middle of the range. It's just so hard to be trading that, because then after that gets inverted, it could retrace really deeply. But anyway, let's see how it reacts here, right? So far, it's really not doing good. It's a crazy market. Look, this is wild. Man, I picked a good day to really to keep the gunpowder dry. I hope everyone's staying safe. It's a tough day for sure. I don't even see shorts or anything, so let's see how this ends up. 1050 macro. This is a tough situation. Very dangerous. Lots of manipulation right now. Okay, so the chat was unfortunately wrong because we did revert back into the range. And we completely inverted this. So it's more likely now we go for more downside, but I don't know how I could frame it. Really. Look, now ES took this little low. We didn't take this yet on NQ. We could potentially just retrace really deeply in here again. It's really difficult for me to frame something. We are in 1050 macro, that is true. So perhaps it will be low resistance during this time, but I'm gonna just stick to this kind of thing. Enter only after liquidity sweep, and the best trades will be at the extremes of the range. Yeah. Wonder if people, this is the 2-minute fair value gap here at the high. I wouldn't have taken that either. I'm just thinking in terms of like inversions at the high of the day. I wouldn't have taken it either because I was actually looking at this as a possible point of interest. And here, look at this craziness from YM. This is truly seek and destroy here. Look here, YM. Look, it took out that London low here, retraced super deeply, took out that again with huge displacements and whatever else, like yesterday's afternoon lows. I marked out yesterday's low here. So after breaking this, it decided to take out the high of the day. And then now it is taking out the low of the day again / yesterday's low. That is, like, look at that. That's crazy. And NQ looks crazy too right now too. Wow. I don't know. Yeah, there's simply wasn't anything to enter for me. I'm good, bro. I'm not going to 15 second today. Also 15 seconds off limits for me. I get too excited. Okay, so now we just took out the low of the day on Q. We're still pausing before, I guess this is London low. What was this? Yeah, that's why I like to use the horizontal rays. We're pausing before London low. We took out low of day. Okay, we took out yesterday's high though. Now we finally did have. We took out yesterday's high, and we did have. We'll see how this 5-minute closes, but 5-minute market structure shift. That's happening at 10:50 though. I think this is more. It's more of a day to look at the seek and destroy. Like I don't know if I don't think we're gonna get here cleanly. The yesterday's low for the rest of the session because we have all these other stacked lows, and that's gonna make it pretty hard for it to come down here. High resistance. Because like it can pause here, reverse again. Pause here. Like it's been doing that. It's been doing that. I'm okay. I'm okay with staying safe today, honestly. Let me ask the chat. Did you take a trade today? I love how now it switched from 60% to the upside now that we're all the way near the lows of the day. Yeah, this is really classic, just seek and destroy. And then I'm putting a poll in. I'm just kind of interested. It's totally fine if you did. I'm just very interested. So now we finally took out yesterday's high. I mean, this could be setting up something for a reversal to the downside on the higher time frame. It could be. However, I'd like to see some more follow through. I would like to see this hour, like, I don't know. In true seek and destroy fashion, it could for sure come back up again. deeply retrace. Let's see here. How to identify seek and destroy days? That's a good idea for a video title. I've gone over it a couple of times in my videos, but I don't think I made like a separate specific video for that. I have my checklist in Intro to Futures for Beginners video, which is also a good video if you're like looking to transition from Forex into futures. And then also in my risk management. Today's the day, trade and pray, someone said. That's funny. Trade and that's the strategy. You press the button and you start praying. Yeah. That's happened to me once where I would definitely, that's just a really, really good sign of desperation, I would say. And that means really good sign where you should step away from the screens. You can see here, right? This sort of, whenever you see some kind of megaphone pattern like that, that's just seek and destroy, right? Because it's taking out a high, then a low, then a high, then a low. Now, though, I do think that we could potentially start having, I don't know, it really depends. I'm going to wait to see what happens if we retrace up into this. Because, again, we took out some sell side. We could keep going, but maybe it retraces up into this area, has a rejection. But I would need to see some sort of more bearishness then, right? So perhaps, and it's already 11 a.m., so I don't really like the thought of that idea anyway. But if it wasn't 11 a.m., which, by the way, at 11:30, I'm going to be on a Ninja Traders live stream. So we're going to put the URL in the chat. So after the stream ends, catch me there. We're going to be having a good talk about transitioning from paper trading in futures to, trading real money or, funded accounts. Like, because there is a transition there. I wish that I had paid more attention to. But let's see what it does here. I mean, if it was before 11 a.m., I would maybe be looking into, making a high like that, and then wicking this, showing some sort of more bearishness, whether that's break of a short-term low, a bearish fair value gap, just a strong BPR or whatever to go for more downside. I do like that type of play. We did trade something like that on the day I caught like 135 points on stream for a CPI. I think it was 2 CPIs ago now. Yeah, because the last CPI was not one directional. So now you have but this is the thing is, even on the 15-minute, there's no 15-minute fair value gap. You only have a 5-minute. I'm not loving today's action by any means. Like we said, it's probably best to do extremes of the range. I don't really see anything here though. We're gonna get to yesterday's low for yes or what? Let's see, we took out yesterday's high. Right, just an immediate drop there. That's tough because there's no lower time frame entry. Typically when that happens, you'll find something on the lower time frame. Didn't hear. It's not a day where I'm going to try a breaker type of strategy. I'm sure people are looking at this as a potential breaker. Like I said, I think today's a seek and destroy day, so that's why I think that's likely not going to work because you're at an extreme of a range, trying to go for more. Just harder. So I'm not doing that. Personally, just kind of staying out of trouble here today. It's not easy. Like, that was crazy, first off, this surge up, and then this huge reversal. I mean, here it was also huge move to the downside when I went to get my cookies, but bad feelings today. All right. So this is I would only try longs if we had a strong displacement over this. I'd maybe try longs to go back into just midpoint of the range. But again, like, it can just reach there without any kind of entry. I don't know. Kind of, or, you know, what did I say today? I was bullish and I wanted yesterday's low taken out. We didn't even get that. It's during the 1050 macro right now. I have to pay attention right now. Focus. Let's minimize chat for a second. Let me think here. That's what you gotta do. Did this take this out? Yeah. That's sad. It's not even an SMT here at the low, so meh. Would have liked it better if there was a little divergence there, but there's not. Okay. So let's see here what happens. Yeah, this is already not really a good sign. I'd want it to surge and obvious displacement. Let's see, 10 seconds left. No. Okay. What would that look like in terms of RR? Yeah, what would stop you? Just this? Trying to make a decision here. Tough decisions. Tough decision. Let's see here. It's 11:06. Currently trying to decide whether I want to take this trade or not, because I did say I was looking for that. It's a hard knock life. I feel like I should take it on just like so little, like 3 micros or something, you guys. What do you think? Yeah, I'll do it. Like literally 3 micros. I'm not here to play today. Let's try it. Let's see if I even get them filled here. Okay, I'm filled. Okay. Yeah, 893. Just the midpoint of the range, I guess, yeah. I take that quick little, my stop would be there, yeah, correct. Okay, let's see. Do that 1 second. Where'd it go? Okay. See how this goes, people. I don't even like that it's stalling here. But alas, there is that fair value gap here. And you know me, I don't like to wait. Because sometimes I think it can go without you in that regard. But even with my entry, it's like a 1.4R or something, right? Yeah. I don't like that it's pausing there, honestly. Let's see here. Just pay attention right now. It's pretty good wick. Pretty good wick. If I get wicked out, it's okay. I put my stop here. The leg that took out that high. And we're just looking for back to the midpoint here. I'm not asking for much here today, but you know. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I really want it to start now. Expanding. I don't really want it to hang around here anymore. Because we'd had a little wick. I would think that, you know, people, they're trying to short. They're probably going to get out. So I'd like the move. I would like a fast move up to the upside here, but alas. So obviously you do when you're long. Let's see how that goes. Okay, it is starting to expand. It's looking good. We'll see, though. If it doesn't close above this, I'm not going to give it so much time today. Like 20 seconds. I want this to be a nice big candle. Okay. See? This is where ICT's like, take a partial. Okay, I took one partial. Let me put that back in. $90. So the midpoint of the range is actually that, 90.75. Okay. That's where I'm going to put my limit fill at, 90.75. Now the stop should be break even because we just started expanding. Okay. So I was uncomfortable for literally 1 minute there. It's not bad. Not bad today. Pretty happy I followed my rule. I've said I'm only going to enter if extreme of the range towards the other side. And inversion, that's basically what I took. There was a BPR here and we did come back into it. So let's see if we get up to this 50%. So, you know, so far pretty good. I'm up like 27 points. Not bad, people. Not bad on a day like today. I'll take what I can get. Yeah, I'll give you like one more big candle to upside, NQ. I would appreciate it. My stop's now above break even. I mean, we shouldn't even come back all the way here. What's this? Yeah. Like I said, I did not think that this breaker would hold, etc. You see, it's not really coming up back all the way up into here. Let's see. Tape reading. Give you one more push up. I'll give you like one more minute NQ. Or else maybe I'll take another partial. But this is so ugly on the 15, people. Oh my god, so ugly. Okay, one more minute. Stop teasing me. Okay, here we go. Phew, people. You're gonna get a W in the chat or what? Phew. That's how you play Seek and Destroy days. Yay! Oh, ooh la la. Don't leave, by the way. We're gonna go to Ninja Trader's live stream. If you appreciated me today, hit that like button if you appreciate the stream today. Not an easy stream. I was definitely uneasy taking this trade and whatever. But whatever. You take what you get on these days. It's good. I forced myself to take it because it is during the macro, and that's what I said. It's part of the plan. You have to take it. Pay the trader. Yeah, so to review for that, today we anticipated Seek and Destroy, meaning we want to take at the extremes of the range. And unfortunately, really, here you don't really get an entry, right? But here you do. Here you do. And you just want to take it. I just took it to midpoint. That's just the easy low-hanging fruit for about, 30 points. Whew. Let's go. How many macros are there in the New York session? I would say 3. There's the 850 one. 850 to 910. I don't really trade that one. Some people do, especially when there's 830 news. And then you have, so like today, right? I like to wait until after equities open. So you have 950 to 1010, and you have 1050 to 1110. And I do think like that's probably the best one, 1050 to 1110. Why? Because that lines up with London close, which is at 11. So there's going to be some more volatility there in the fact where London close, there could be reversals, there could be positions, hedging, taking off, whatever. So let me see here. 850 to 910. Like, for example, did much happen today? I don't think so. Like, we were consolidating. No 830 news. It's not really going to be a good day for that. 950 to 1010. I think, yeah. Today, the drops were very fast. I'm happy I found something. Patience for sure, people, because it's like, oops, missed that. Not going to take this reversal lower, but why? Because it took some sell side and ES had already taken low of day. And you're anticipating, I was anticipating Seek and Destroy since the start of the session. Why? Well, the higher time frame is very ugly. We've been in this chop. We were in the middle of yesterday's range, right? So, yeah, okay. Where did I put my stop here? On the low of this candle that took the high out. Put it here. Probably and I might have, if we started closing below, I might have prematurely taken it off, but we didn't. You see, it was very, very good here. I said it. You can't say I didn't call that out pretty well, where I said, okay, we wicked into this very well, and we should start expanding. Now I want to see big green candles, and boom. It's nice when they finally listen to me. The market makers listen to me, you guys. I'm not just joking, but it is nice sometimes when the action finally like cleans up like that, right? Right? Like then you are way more confident in your trade because the price action's actually following suit. Okay. So, like I said, a lot of the times before I would get, and I pointed out where a lot of the times on my own stream I would get stopped out by trying to short this, and you don't do that when all the indices are ugly and out of sync, and you didn't really take any buy side or sell side yet. There's no reason to be just blindly shorting into here when you took some liquidity here. ES already took low of day. Right, that's why I filtered out this short. And what happened, we just immediately really retraced deeply into it. And I did think we'd go higher, but like it was so sloppy, I didn't find any entry that was worth the risk reward. Huge 70-point candle up there, the huge reversal. It's a crazy morning today, honestly. Anyway, let me put in the link for the Ninja Trader show. We're going to be on there in about 10 minutes.
Nice lower lows, right? So hoping that too.
Okay. Appreciate if you guys come and support me there because, yeah. Yo, some people are get really, really worked up. Guns and butter, that's so funny. I'm not going to say that out loud, but that's funny. I can't believe YouTube doesn't actually filter out foul language, which is interesting. Okay. But yeah, join me there. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. It's nice to have a nice W on this stream and then go to another stream. So I'll see you guys soon. Check out that link in the live chat right now. And I'll see you there.